Welcome to Bloemendal, home to one of the finest bike parks in the Western Cape. Trails for young and old and all kinds of skill levels. The HQ features a bike shop, bar and a coffee shop and a nice spot to cool down after a ride. I met up with my good friend Andrew, who is a local around here, and my tour guide for the trails. So, onto the trails. For this episode we'll be going down Veer Factor, spelled V-E-E-R, named after someone called Morne Veer, but probably closer to Fear, spelled F-E-A-R. Of all the trails I've shown thus far at Bloemendal, this one is the more technical one. You should know that if you come to a point in a trail where you get the option between an A line or a B line, that you probably need a little more skills than you thought was necessary. The B line caters for the less experienced rider and has a whole other track bypassing some more hectic features that you would encounter hitting the A line. We only went down the A line, but I got off my bike many times. In this trail you will see berms that are slightly more intimidating than on the other trails. There are many drops, some of them not that hectic, but others are big and they will work your suspension. There are rock garden areas and rock features, some very intimidating but probably look worse than they are. You'll do some climbs as well, where some of them are more technical than others. Some smaller jumps, some that go to flat and others with a gap. And a very big gap jump. I mean, this thing is gnarly. Gnarly.
Kan afgaan? Terug? Ja, afgaan. Zwaardig vat. Kijk wel wat het is. Ja. Makkelijk.
So here we go to give you a preview of what to expect down Veer Factor. Before hitting this trail, it is important to note this warning sign right where it starts. It has a black diamond rating and they insist that you look before you ride, which is just good advice before going down any trail you haven't done yet. Starts out mellow. Just past the second berm you get the first wooden jump that throws you to flat. That is followed by a decent drop that you can bypass using a chicken route. My reaction tells you how prepared I was for it. And then 2 rocky jumps just before you start climbing. It should be noted that this track and some of the others is used regularly for big cross-country races. So you might see some features like this one along the way, which will make you think about the choices you made by doing this trail. As you start going down again, you are on your way to the big jump that leads up with 2 berms and 2 drops. Before the big gap jump, you have the option to go B-line and play it safe. After that, a rock garden that gets you
super sketchy.
and then some more climbing before getting to a rock feature followed by a stair set drop thingy where I almost went over the bars, but in my defense I came in too slow. There is a right or a left option here. This then follows with some more rocky features and a berm to the left before climbing again. After this climb you are greeted with a proper rock feature that scared the heebie-jeebies out of me when I saw it for the first time. So naturally, I chickened out. You also have the beeline option here. This section feels like it should be called We Will Rock You. Which then meets up with the rock gap jump.
Ja, handen net ek gemaak. Net spoed hê as ek maar. Trap. Ja, jy sal sien as jy afgaan, die laaste een, die heel laaste een, hy's 'n bietjie voor.
I love how calm Andrew is compared to me hiding my panic attack.
Dis 'n proper drop. Ek kan nie van proper drops nie.
The next section is a sequence of drops, and as Andrew said, the last one is a doozy.
Whoa!
And the last jump is a wooden one to flat that probably looks worse than it is, but I chickened out again. This is the end of this one.
Hierdie laaste een. Ja. Dis maar groot. Ek bedoel jou landing en alles is baie laag. Vergelyk met daai een.
As Andrew explained, that the last jump here is a good one to prepare you for the gap jump at Lombard's Terra. I hope to come back to Veer Factor and hit all the features on the A-line, except maybe the big gap jump. That is the end of this video, but if you want to see me size up the Lombard's Terra gap jump, or if you want to see if Andrew will hit the big gap jump on Veer Factor, stay tuned for the next one. With that, go like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Dis nie so om in die water te spring nie, dis letterlik soos dis is om in die grond te spring. Dan sê